Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, the honorable judges and all the audience. First of all, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Chevy Wistan. I'm from Senior High School 2 of Wonsobo. I'm here as the first speaker from the opposition team. In today's motion is this House regrets mergers and acquisition within technology industries. I want to report of what the first speaker from the affirmative team said. Now, you said before that there are data leaking between Facebook and WhatsApp. There are data leaking. There are ads preference that based on what we wanted to show, what we wanted to buy, but we're not already browsing it. But it just came out of nowhere. There's an ads that we want. There's a data leaking like the uses of camera and uses of mic that we're not really turning it on. All of that is because of the terms of service and privacy policies when we are agreed in the first time we using the apps. So when the first time we using the apps, there are a lot of pages that shown about terms of service and privacy policies. Are basically there's a lot of words in there. We just clicking I agree without knowing what's inside there, without knowing what's the consequences. So all of that data leaking, all of that ads preference that coming out of nowhere, all of that camera that randomly used, mic that randomly used, is all because that you are agreed of terms of service and privacy policies without knowing what's the consequences. Now the second one is when you said that two technology industry merge. It's going to create it's going to create a lot of money investment. It's need a lot of money for new employer because there are two big technology industry merge. They are going to need a lot of employer, going to need a lot of money. But the important thing is that with that two technology industry merge, it's going to provide a lot of job opportunity for unemployed people. Now, as we know that when two technology industry merge, it's going to create a lot of job opportunity, a wide open job opportunity for employed people, unemployed people to have a job, to make their standard of living better. Now, I believe all of my rebuttal from what I said before are convincingly to the honorable adjudicators. Now, we all know that when two technology industrial merge, it's going to create a lot of income on themselves. Now, based on the worldeconomy.co.id, 20 billion US dollars, 20 billion to 25 billion US dollars are made when there are two technology industrial merge. Now, that all of that money is not going to be taken only by the industrial itself. They pay tax, they pay for the employer. So there are a lot of money circulation in them in the industry. So they pay taxes, they pay for the employers. When they pay taxes, all of that money is going to the country, and taxes that go into a country is going to make that country is better too in a lot of aspects. And when the industry pay for the employer, they're going to have to make the employer life better by giving them enough salary and giving them a good standard of living. And with that income, income from the two technology industrial merge, it's going to create a lot of benefit for the country too. Like for example, it could press money inflation. It could increase the country income. It could balance between income and outcome. It could prevent the money inflation in the country, going to make people in the country living better in a lot of aspects too. And when there are two industry merge, when there are two technology industry merge, that's not the base of that merge is not only based on economical aspect. The other aspect is good that they helping each other too. When let's for example that one technology industry have a big inflation on themselves, they almost broke down, they almost can't continue their business, but the other industry, they are huge enough to help the tiny industry. Now that with all of that rebut and all of that arguments that I said and all of the facts that I said, that I believe that the adjudicators disagree that this House regrets mergers and acquisition within technology industry. Now, the mergers and acquisition, why I disagree with the motion? Because the mergers and acquisition within technology industry is gonna create a lot of good benefits, not only for the industrial itself, but for the country and for the people too. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. And I think it's enough from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi